So tonight's workout was what I call my kind of support bench workout. So you guys, I know I've just had quite a few new subscribers, so thank you to all the new subscribers. Basically, I have a 3 workout rotation for each body part. So workout 1 will be, so let's say for chest or push, it will be a very heavy compound move. Ordinarily something like bench press, depending on what my focus is, whereby I'll work up to a max single, double, triple, maybe 5. Then I do some very light support work, like I might do some side raises, some flies. Workout 2 is what you'd say a traditional bodybuilding workout, which I do down my local gym, whereby I do a lot more in the way of dumbbells, machines, hammer strength, what you say a stereotypical bodybuilding workout, much higher reps. Very rarely drop below 10 reps. I tend to be in the kind of anywhere between 10 to 30 rep range. And I use a lot of intensity techniques like drop sets, supersets, pre-exhaust, post-exhaust, all that good stuff. And then workout 3, which is what you guys saw here, was what I call a heavy support workout. So when you're bench pressing, you obviously use your pecs, but you use your triceps and you use your shoulders. I tend to focus on, I will either alternate the bar, so I might do Swiss bar, cambered bar, something like that. Or alternatively, I mess around with angles. And today I was messing around with angles. So I did a heavy seated military press, which I went up to, I think it was 180. And what I was also doing today in terms of intensity techniques, I was doing rest pause sets. Now, I know a lot of the science-based lifters nowadays, they call them, myo reps and myo sets or whatever. But I'm sure there's science behind it. But the idea of a rest pause is you go to a comfortable max until your form starts to break down. For instance, on the 180 kilogram shoulder press, I've got 5 repetitions from what I recall. Now, if I wanted to, I could have probably grinded out another rep or 2 without stopping. However, I could feel my form breaking down a little bit, so I got to my 5th rep, I racked it. The way I kind of time it, depending on how heavy I'm going, is anywhere between 6 to 10 breaths, which would normally give me in the region of 10 to 20 seconds rest. And I only did it once, because it was a very heavy weight. I subsequently unracked and I got another couple of reps. I repeated the process on incline. Again, because incline will get a bit of pec work, obviously, because it's upper chest, but it also gets a lot in the way of your front deltoid, which is very important in the bench press, and your tricep. So again, I worked up to 220 as my max. I was trying to do reasonably strict form, pretty much all the way down to my chest, and then going to as close to lockout as I could. And I got, I believe it was a triple with it. Again, if I'd have loosened up my form a bit, if I hadn't paused, I could have probably grinded out 5 reps straight. But I went to 3, I could feel my form breaking down a little bit, racked it, took that kind of 6 to 10 breaths, which again was in the region of 20-ish seconds. And then I managed to get a couple more reps. Now the 5th rep, that was a struggle, to be honest with you. That was, there was no rep 6 there. The 5th rep I had to work for. But again, just a great intensity technique to throw in. And then I finished off with some close grip bench using the Swiss bar. Now, I'm a little bit wide to use the very closest handles. I'm too big. So I use the medium handles, which to me is still inside my shoulders. Relatively speaking, I'm not all that strong on a neutral grip. I find a neutral grip much harder. It feels much more comfortable on my shoulders, but I'm just not, relatively speaking, that strong on it. So I worked up to 180 kilos. And again, I wanted to get a slightly higher rep range. So I believe I got 10 reps in pretty strict form, and then racked it, took a few breaths, and I grinded out a few more reps. That's another way of getting progress. just simply rotating your exercises. I find it really helps me avoid those kind of overuse injuries. So those of you who have been with me for a little while, you've heard of me talk about this before. A lot of the time, particularly when you're an older lifter, I'm in my mid-40s, I'm almost 46. So the things that really go on us, particularly as older lifters, are our joints. You'll always hear older lifters talking about they used to bench this, they used to bench that, or they used to squat this and that, but then their knees went, their shoulders went, their elbows went. So I find rotating the bar, rotating the exercises allows me to kind of avoid some of those niggly pains, overuse injuries. So it works for me. I've been doing this a while now. I've been doing this almost 30 years. And it's helped me tremendously. So, maybe give it a try. Anyway, I've got to go because I'm about to go and personal train a client. So, as I said earlier on, I've had quite a few new subscribers recently. We're on 440 something subscribers now, which is really cool. So thank you very much. We're approaching the magic 500. And apparently I can monetize at 500, which I didn't even really think about, but awesome. I can get at least 4 pence of ad revenue or whatever. But yeah, no, genuinely, thank you very much. As always, comments have been really cool. You're a really nice bunch. So just keep on doing what we're doing. Keep on plugging away. This old lump will still be in his back garden, lifting and trying to entertain you guys a little bit. So please, if you guys have got any queries, any inquiries, any questions, any videos any video ideas that you can think of. I've done a couple of challenges like the Tom Platz challenge. I did the Ronnie Coleman thing. I've done a day of eating. So if there's anything you guys would like to see me maybe try or you're interested in, drop me a message. Also, I've had quite a few inquiries regarding training programs and things recently, and diet programs. So I've done a few of you. So if you are interested, my information is linked down below. So just DM me on Instagram and I can get back to you. Alternatively, email me. Again, my details are there and I can get back to you. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. So you guys take care and I'll speak to you soon.